Okay, so this segment is about a absolute infringement and violation of free speech, free expression, and especially free press. That's the key. Free and open sharing of records. Journalism, that's real journalism. Free press. Okay? And that's really communications amongst the people. However, whatever platform that is. So, I wanted to show you guys, this is a Facebook page that I'm involved with, and I'm going to make this very clear that obviously it's not my page. If you want to take a look at the name, see the name here, okay? It's not my page, because you go to my Facebook page and you'll see my name, you'll see where I live, okay? But I'm involved with this one, and I'm going to tell you, these things want to deceive you, and I've been playing a online game for years, and I met a lot of people all over the world. The first initial few years was very exciting and fun. I was learning Russian, I was learning some Spanish, some Indonesian dialects. They've got like 15, more than that, many dialects down there. And it's okay. So to make a long story short, and South America as well, it's Portuguese. It was really great, and we had the Napster effect. I don't know if anybody remembers Napster back in 01 or 02. Right when they were really getting going on the violation of civil liberties and obstruction of free press, free expression, free speech, and the real backbone, the real it changed everything. It's what's made people given people the access to cell phones, TVs, and people want to hate on that, but even running water, things like electricity. Okay, so what's happened is corporations have created policies that infringe on that, and somehow we're still trying to figure out how that supersedes the supreme law of the land. So back to my point, we're working on this, and we think it's interesting. Because we've decided on the city where it's being based, and it's just because it's a simple, just the name of the city alone is kind of a funny play on symbols. But what I want to make the point about here is we're really focusing on solutions, which is awareness of gardening, economics, the environment, and we're really those are really the solutions that we're focusing on here. And what I wanted to point out is the friends that Facebook is allowing this page to get, we're kind of concerned because a lot of them are kind of weird names. They've got, look like these pictures. Some of them have some pretty kind of disturbing, but hey, it's expression. That's fine. But we're trying to figure out why Facebook is throwing, we can make new friends with people far away very easily, but when we go into the actual let's see here, where you can go to find friends. And this is the city we decided on. And the issue that we're trying to figure out, oh, okay, now it's going to let me do it. Interesting. Well, oh, here it is. Nope, it's not. See, I don't. Suggested friends. Like, what is this? And then they hide behind, oh, well, it's our corporate policy. But this is my point. These platforms start, like Napster, and more recently, Facebook, YouTube, these social media platforms that are great tools for free expression and free press. And what happens? Yeah, I mean, this has been going on forever since the complete insanity of waging a war on an adjective started. An undefinable adversary, which equals an inevitable, never-ending war. And, so not to get off track, we're trying to figure out, well, okay, let me get back to the point I was making there with these platforms pop up like Napster. And, you know, that was a great opportunity for independent record labels and a lot of independent artists to get their creativity advertised and available worldwide, earth-wide, for free. Because it was free information exchange. That's what free press is. That's what free speech is. And anybody can do some research and you'll see the same pattern. Anytime a platform comes up, and we've run into this with our servers. We have different servers all over the earth, and we've had a few, I think the most we've had on at the same time here, I don't want to, I'm trying to keep people anonymous, but we're beyond that. We need to work together as a community and focus on solutions that are available now and implementable now. So back to the point is these guys are basically hiding behind corporate policies that directly infringe on the absolute fundamental necessity for a prospering society, which is free expression. Personally, that's my number one. And, there's free speech, there's other, and what happens is they get smacked down. For one reason or another, it's some violation of a policy. So we're trying to figure out, and we have some solutions as far as, I'm kind of going around here, but this is very important. I want to cover a lot of stuff on this one. As far as the servers, we've had, I think the most we ever had live online at the same time was 1,000 people in the same room, basically. And that's pretty much what's absurd is that is becoming annoying enough for these guys to pull the things they're doing to maintain the system of deception, which is literally, it's just self-imploding. So we're working as communities, and we're working as a community on the earth, and these guys are just trying to they just do what they do. That it's the only thing they choose to do. But there's a whole lot of other community on the earth that they choose other things, and it's not suffering, poisoning, bickering, arguing. It's actually like life, liberty, and I personally think we should just go straight to happiness. That was the one. I think that was the one thing that Thomas, kind of was like, I don't know, maybe I don't know. I think he kind of just was keeping the door open. But life, liberty, and happiness. There's a lot of community that's interested in that on the earth. No matter how you try to package it up and confine it in your different schemes and symbols. So, I just wanted to make a point that they're doing it now with the current platforms. And it's an absolute, it is the reason why we're having the issues we're having. And we cannot get past that until we accept the reasons. I think you guys should really take a look at this link here. Mike Maloney, look him up on YouTube. He's got some great work when it comes to economics. But if you guys want to keep continuing in this deception, there's a lot of other community that's interested in life, liberty, and happiness. And we're doing what we can. The real issue that I am focusing on my works, this isn't my, so I don't want to go too far in my, I was just graciously allotted this time on this page by the owners of the page, the real owners. So we're kind of doing an experiment here. It's kind of a test, see what these guys do with this, because we are homing in on them, because they have to, that you can't disguise, these guys, they kind of pretend like they can just walk up to people and fear them. They just, I don't, whatever. So we're focusing on solutions, and I was allotted this time on this page to make the point of the compartmentalization that's going on. And actually, every time, of course, it's changed now, and I'm going to say good, but I'm not so sure that this is only limited to this position and this IP number, because that's completely easily done. All of this that you're looking at could be completely fake, manipulated. For all I know, none of these people exist. For all you know, I don't exist. That's the reality. You're just hearing some tones and looking at some images, some symbols. And the clever one is the zeros and ones that are configured to look like those images. So I would like to express my gratitude for the time on this page, and it's probably the last time you'll ever hear me speaking in reference to this page, because honestly, it's not my page. And what I'm kind of stunned about is the amount of friends. It only takes that many people to sustain all existence. Or I should say friends, more accurately. But this manipulation of expression, it's the single most only 100% proven failure all throughout history. In every form: communism, fascism, socialism, democracy, aristocracies, hierarchies, freaking these, I just made that one up, but these, and then you got these orders and these groups, and it's the one tactic that has a 100% failure rate. Yet we're supposed to be convinced that that's the new world order? It's the same old, I've been told that I need to chill on my language, and, I'm just passionate. And I express myself vocally, intensely. But if somebody chooses to have some kind of reaction to that, that's their choice. And they should stop throwing or blaming, pointing fingers at a mirror. I'm just using that as an analogy. Okay, so again, I would like to express my appreciation for having this time on this channel, this page. I'm pretty convinced it's not going to have the results that the consultants think it will. Because I'm like, dude, you're going to shut it down. It's just going to, but they are convinced that they'll be able to track and really start focusing on the real parasites that are causing the problems. When we have, so many solutions, so many. But personally, I'm focusing on just two, that are readily available for people. Everybody. Okay, guys, so let's grow. Let's have some peace. Let's have some harmony. Let's try that. Let's try some harmony. It's documented that we've tried this suffering and hatred and arguing and bickering and blaming and fighting. That's documented for a pretty serious chunk of human history, all the way up to now, and they continue to pretend like that's the new world order. So, how about we try a new world menu? How about we try some creativity and encouragement? Let's focus on each other's qualities. And let's grow the earth. Go out there, take your socks off and step on it. When's the last time you guys touched something directly grounded, like a tree, with your flesh? Let's get to it.